SLAPAFISH community, welcome back to another World Tanks Console. So in this video, I'm going to be going over the G.I. Joe Wolverine, which looks like a swung S1 with missiles strapped on the top of it. And so anyway, if you end up liking this video, consider subscribing because it's free and it helps out the channel a ton. So let's go over like quick stats of this tank. Basically, this tank is a multi-weapon system that gets a normal, basically a swung S1 with its normal gun that does 480 damage per shot. That has a DPM of 3,643. Also has pretty good aim time at 0.25 when you're in siege mode and 0.35 when you are in drive. So you also get siege mode and drive mode, and you can probably tell that your multi-weapon system, your missiles, your AT gems, it's a 6-round autoloader, but every shot that you fires 2 missiles, which is a very unique feature. Also, the inner clip reload is 3 seconds, so that's 2 missiles every 3 seconds, which is quite interesting. Also, the swung S1 in World War II just seems to have, it gets overmatched by pretty much everything. Well, you're going to see me drive this tank and be quite up in the front lines. And it's going to surprise me really, really much. So, almost the entire tank on the top plate, it's 60 millimeters of armor. Then on the sides, like right above the tracks, it's 30 millimeters of armor. So 30 millimeters of armor will get overmatched by 91 millimeter caliber guns or more. And the 60 millimeter will take a lot bigger, like 181 millimeter caliber guns or larger to overmatch. And there's not that many of those guns, or any of them in Era 2. The only one that can actually overmatch in Cold War, I believe, is the 4005. So, you don't see any 4005s here, so you're definitely not getting overmatched. But heat runs will definitely be a problem because they don't really care about overmatch. They penetrate at a greater angle than AP, APCR, and APFDS, whatever you call them, that modern tank shoes. But anyway, also this Magotch 5 is getting on my nerves and just parked right in front of precisely where I was shooting and died. Yeah. So that was incredibly nice of them. So let's talk about equipment and crew skills that I have on this tank. My equipment is the Advanced Concealment, Advanced Loader, Traction System, and the Enhanced Target Info. Skills are Born Leader, Rapid Loading, Sixth Sense, Multiple Shot, Green Thumb, Supply Conservation, Camouflage Expertise, Silent Drive, and it's Deadeye. Now, if you load that up like that, how I have mine, you get your steel concealment to 80 meters, which is absolutely insane. You can actually see my concealment circle and see how little it is on the mini-map. It is tiny. So that's one really good thing about this tank. Also, the mobility of this tank, when you're in drive mode, it has a horsepower per ton of 22.44, forward speed of 60, and reverse speed of 20. I mean, forward speed of 60 and a reverse speed of 50. Also, you can only fire the AT gems. The AT gems will only follow where you're looking with your gun. You can't just lock your hole and look somewhere else. I tried that at the very beginning of this. And also, this is where I figured out this tank actually doesn't have that overmatch. Doesn't get overmatched in Cold War, not as bad as the swungs in World War II. And this is definitely the match that proved me. It's like, oh, this tank does have armor. And yeah, I was expecting the tank to get absolutely destroyed to getting overmatched by everything. But this match showed me it bounces stuff and made me look at the armor better. And I was like, oh, it's actually a 60 millimeter plate, not the 30 or 40 millimeter plate that the one in World War II has. So that's really nice. But if people makes the angles useless, like face hugging this tank, then they can easily penetrate your tank or fire heat rounds. So yeah, I kind of went in town, fought in town, and this is like my second or third match in the turrets in the Wolverine. I keep wanting to say turret spawn because it is the turret spawn with just ATGMs just put on top. But yeah, this tank, it's loads of fun and surprising. Also, it has a unique. It's unique. There's no other tank in Cold War that has the ATGM launcher, that has this many missiles, that has this many shots per clip, or also a burst damage of ATGMs. That when you fire one ATGM, you get two that come out. Also, speaking of the ATGMs, you get 24 in total. The penetration is 450, and the damage is 300. Shots per clip is 6, and its burst damage is 2, so it's 12 every reload. 12 in the max. And your... what is it? Reload time, it's 58 seconds. So it's very long reload, but if you put rapid loading and other stuff on here, I have mine down to like 44 seconds. And right here, I didn't know about the weak points of this tank, so I'm just trying to shoot here. Just trying to figure out where to shoot it, where to pin it. I also do find this place I can overmatch it under, like right above the tracks, but under the main armor, which was very interesting to figure out. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And me and the Stern Spawn is just fighting back and forth. So I'm like, okay, what if I just load high explosives? I'm just going to load high explosive, and that is just me turning my gun left and right, turning my hull so it doesn't aim for weak points or stuff that he knows about, that I don't know about. So making that a little bit rougher on him. And this is me in siege mode going, because there's tanks around this corner. I was like, I'm going like 20. Why not just stay in siege mode? And there's another Wolverine right there. Hello, little Wolverine. I'm going to actually aim for your little plate, and the tank's going to rock, which is actually just going to mess up my shot, which is very annoying. But what are you going to do? So this tank, it's fast, really good concealment, very fun with its two-shot, with its burst damage ATGMs, and also its main gun is fantastic. I've not really talked about the main gun, but like I said earlier, it has 3600 TPM, and it's 480 damage per shot, and its penetration is 480, 367 on its standard, 451 on its premium, and 250 on its high explosive. So that's it for this video. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. Also, remember to fish, because what was that? And peace out. See ya.